Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, to my lecturer, Mrs. Dihar, and to everyone's watching. So today, I'm going to share to you guys about the 10th SDG, which is reduce inequalities. So today, I'm going to interview some of the students here regarding these issues. So let's go. Sorry sis, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know any accountant with disabilities?
Accountant with disabilities?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Do you know any teachers with disabilities, and can you justify?
I'm sorry, what?
Any teachers with disabilities?
I'm not sure.
You know.
I
Okay,
don't
okay.
really know
Sorry,
anyone.
sir. Okay, thank you. Sorry, sir. Do you know any politician with disabilities?
I actually know someone. I think her name is Senator Ras Aliba. She's a very good politician. If I'm not mistaken, she fought for people with disabilities, and she herself is a disabled.
Okay, thank you. Well, that is the answer that I want to hear. So, I noticed that in our country, we are still far from becoming one where everyone is treated equally. For example, in our university, we still lack disability-friendly facilities. So we, as administrators, lecturers, as well as students, should take that into account. I became interested in this topic and I encountered a website about inequalities. I was astonished to discover many inequalities that I had been oblivious to. So, I've made my research and some extensive readings so that I can educate myself and my audience about these issues. So today, I'm going to enlighten you guys about the 10th SDG, which is reduce inequalities specifically towards people with disabilities and how OKU Central contributes to solve the issue. Without further ado, let's jump to the main point, shall we? So, what is reduce inequalities? According to the United Nations, reduce inequalities is about minimizing any inequalities within and among nations. In a simpler way, to reduce inequalities is to ensure that no one is left behind. Inequalities is a complex issue as it exists in various dimensions such as income, sex, age, races, disability, and opportunity. It is crucial for us to reduce inequalities as they induce long-term threat in social and economic growth, hinder poverty reduction, and destroy the sense of fulfillment and self-worth of an individual. There's a lot of issues regarding these inequalities, and some of them are the limited access towards the healthcare, education, as well as subtle discrimination towards people with disabilities, or we can call them PWD. So in this sharing, I would like to highlight on the existing inequalities within the PWD as we frequently overlook the underlying issues within the community. For instance, when they have limited access towards the healthcare, education, politics, or even employment. So I believe this is a form of discrimination and it should not happen in the first place. Having said that, I want to share to you about an organization that have participated in eradicating these inequalities. So, what is OKU Central? OKU Central is a non-governmental organization which has been established and registered under the Registrar of Societies Malaysia on January 13, 2017. This organization was founded by Ilyas Yaakob and Senator Ras Adibaradzi. OKU Central has been reducing inequalities by providing aids and practical needs such as financial plan and medical care to persons with disabilities. These efforts ultimately empower the disabled by making sure that no one is left behind. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, persons with disabilities, especially wheelchair-bound patients, were put at risk as they had limited access to the vaccine. It is difficult for them to commute from one point to another point regarding to their condition. Thanks to the OKU Central, taking jabs was made easy by a drive-through vaccination program. According to Senator Ras Adibaradzi, the PPV, which is specifically for PWD people and their carers as well as senior citizens before they were publicly opened, had administered about 20,000 doses of Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine since it began operating on August 25. Therefore, this is an evidence that their effort have resulted in a positive outcome, and we should exemplify their effort to collectively contribute to the sustainable development goals. Having said that, I hope you have a better understanding about reduced inequalities, especially towards people with disabilities. In conclusion, I have enlightened my audience about the 10th SDG, which is reduce inequalities specifically towards people with disabilities, and how OKU Central contributes to solve this very issue. On a final note, I hope that we can collectively work together on raising awareness about these issues, and if possible, let's put an end towards this narrative, because we cannot deny that people have to suffer in order for them to see what lies ahead due to the injustice and also inequalities. We don't want the rich become richer, the poor become poorer. We don't want people in the urban area got quality education where people in the rural area got abandoned. So, the next time you see any unequal treatment, ask yourself, is this the world you are living in? Think again.